This is WENY News.
Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Joe Malillo. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. Well, one Elmira City Council member is against the proposed tax increases for city residents, and at a public meeting, he made his feelings known. Now, neighborhood Elmira City Council member Bill McCarthy has been very vocal in his stance against the 6% tax increase. He says if things keep going the way they are, more and more people will continue to leave the city, which is just hurting the local economy. One solution is to require city government workers to live in the city. Others include reducing animal control, which is allegedly using over $300,000 a year, or eliminating parking enforcement.
Hopefully we can change the path we're on, because we have to change it. But we can't contribute to shrinking the tax base. Somehow we've got to build the base back up.
David Sheen has reduced our town of Southport town taxes by an average of about 5% per year for the last 8 years. So I think that the city council should sit down with him, go through the budget with him. He's got all kinds of ideas.
Well, we'll have more for you on Monday when the proposal goes to a vote. And just as we were talking about Elmira City Council, it's scheduled to vote on the proposed budget on Monday. Some leaders are having second thoughts. Council members almost put off Monday's vote because they felt the public had potentially been confused over a document posted on the city's website containing the preliminary budget. They recently posted the updated budget. Now, the preliminary budget included a 3.97% tax increase, while the budget that's up to date now, it has about 5.97% of the tax hike. City leaders decided not to push back the scheduled vote because it would impact the bond rating.
It just slows the process down. So should we do that? I'm not so sure. I mean, I understand this is the most emotional part. This is where it really affects everybody's pockets.
I'm not sure what I would do with the whole budget, whether I'd vote for the whole budget or not the whole budget based on that. But I just think that that the right numbers need to be out there for the general public to see.
The budget only needs a popular majority vote to pass. If it doesn't pass, it's back to the drawing board until an agreement is reached. And how about some upstate New York yogurt in your kids' lunch program? Well, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand thinks it's a good idea. Gillibrand and Representative Richard Hanna announced Thursday the expansion of the Greek yogurt pilot program for school lunches in 4 more states, including New York. The program serves New York-based Chobani yogurt in school lunches, feeding nearly 31 million students a month. The Greek yogurt program could promote a healthier lunch compared to regular yogurt. Greek yogurt has twice the protein, less sodium, and fewer carbohydrates. All right, now here's Craig Flint with today's forecast. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, Joey. Love that Chobani. It's good stuff for sure. Here's a look at the weather story, what we can expect. Mild and wet weather arriving here on Saturday. As we head into Sunday, we kind of chill out a little bit of wind as well. But the Arctic air stays away, so that's some good news. We do have a concern, though, with flooding this weekend. This flood watch is in effect Saturday afternoon through Sunday evening. We have a pretty good push of mild air, and along with that milder air will come some wet weather. Let's take a look at the temperatures the next 3 days here, but you can see what I'm talking about. We go from 38 today up to 52 tomorrow and then down to 42. It's tomorrow that we're concerned about with that flood threat. Here's a look at the radar scope right now with the satellite data on top of that as well. You can see that we have a little batch of snow that's working through the Twin Tiers here this morning, and then area low pressure down to the south, kind of getting its act together there. That will head in our direction, but out ahead of it, again, a pretty good push of mild air. Temperatures will top the low 50s tomorrow. There goes the snow for today. It's just mostly cloudy through the rest of the day. Maybe a scattered flurry or two. Overnight tonight, the clouds will tend to thicken. Very late tonight, can't rule out some freezing drizzle, especially some of the hilltops and higher elevations. And the untreated surfaces might get a little slick is what I'm trying to get at, but it's not going to be a big deal. And then it's just rain here on Saturday with temperatures again in the low 50s. It does turn a little bit cooler here on Sunday with some snow showers arriving here. But again, nothing major in terms of accumulation. Here is your 7-day forecast as we check it out here. Low 50s Saturday, low 40s on Sunday. Still some showers around early in the day. Partly sunny day on Monday. Still fairly mild, 47. And then the cool down comes back at us here as we head throughout the course of next week. That's a look at your latest weather. Joey, enjoy the weekend, man.
I will try and try not to get wet. Thanks a lot, Craig. For the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:36, and 11 o'clock. Don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Joe Malillo. Have a great weekend, everyone.